May 26, starting at 9 a.m. only on GSN.
We really weren't expecting that, were we?
From Hollywood, it's everybody's game of strategy, knowledge, and fun. It's Tic Tac Dough. And now, here's our host, Sweet Cloakendale.
Thank you. Thank you, James. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Ho! Well, here we are, back again, ready to play our game, and we are delighted you decided to join us for our little X and O game we call Tic-Tac-Toe, which means a lot of money to a lot of people. Currently, the lady it means a lot to is their current champion, and here she is, Jay.
Okay, Wink, our current champion whose winnings total in cash and prizes $4,800. Enjoys skiing, reading, and going to the movies. Meet Joe Gaddis. And her opponent is from San Francisco, a locksmith who's also been a truck driver, and he enjoys tennis and jitterbugging. Meet Rich Cunningham.
First, we're going to talk to Rich Cunningham, this gentleman right here, and you like to jitterbug. I didn't know people still did that sort of thing, jitterbugging. That's sort of a thing of the past.
Well, you know, Wink, it's kind of caught on as a fad up in San Francisco. There's even been a couple of clubs that have changed over to doing the old 50s jitterbug style.
Tell me more about that.
Well, it's the kind of place where you go and the guys are lining up against the wall with their hair all greased back and wearing tight leather jackets.
Oh, yeah?
And the girls are wearing their pink poodle skirts and
Oh,
their
yeah?
saddle shoes. Kind of even takes you back to the days when gas was just 25 cents a gallon.
Back that far, huh?
Yeah.
How about girlfriend? You're a handsome young guy.
I have one, and she's a good dancing partner of mine.
Mm-hmm. What about marriage?
Well, I think I have a little more dancing to do before I take that last waltz.
What do you mean by that? I won't get into that. Hey, Rich, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
This young lady right here on your right has more energy than any contestant I've seen on this show in quite some time. What's happening in your life, my dear?
I'm looking for a job. Hopefully in government service, something like that.
Public service?
Yeah.
What do you consider your best qualifications, Joe?
Probably that I talk too much.
That should be very helpful for a government job. What else? What else?
I have a lot of energy.
Mr. President, she is available to start right
That's
after
right,
we
that's
play a
right.
game of
Don't you forget
Tic-Tac-Dough.
it.
I will throw that at you right now. Let's have a nice round of applause for these players. Good organizer, good player of Tic-Tac-Dough, and our current champion. Let's take a look at the board. Our subjects for this game of Tic-Tac-Dough are scary things, men of ideas, state capitals, famous blondes, animal songs, famous movies, aviation, about words, and secret category. Now, that could be any category at all, and if you answer the question correctly, the pot will automatically double. All right, Joe, you are the ex-player, so you go first as our champion.
Okay, let's start out with state capitals.
State capitals it is, and here's the first question of the game. Before moving to its present capital in 1845, this southwestern state had such unusual capital cities as San Felipe de Austin, Washington on the Brazos, and Galveston Island. Name the state.
Texas?
Yes, Texas. Put an X on the board. Let's move the categories around. $200 goes into the pot as we move to Sir Rich Cunningham for the first time. Good name, Rich. Rich Cunningham. That's right.
Wink, I think I'd like to go for state capitals in the center box.
In the center box? All right, it's worth $300, as you know, Rich. A little harder, and I'll give you some extra time for your answer. These two current state capitals were not the original capitals of their state. I'll give you the capitals, and you name the state. 1, Charleston. 2, Lansing. Here's your extra time to think about that. Rich, these two current state capitals were not the original capitals of their state. I'll give you the capitals, you name the state. First, Charleston.
South Carolina?
No, West Virginia. Charleston replaced Wheeling, and the other one was Lansing, Michigan. Lansing replaced Detroit. So again, let's move the categories around on the board. Still $200 in the pot. We go back to Joe Gaddis. Joseph. Jojo. It's better.
Well, I hate to do it, but let's try state capitals again in the lower left.
All right. See how you do with this category once again. The present capital of this state was named Bismarck in honor of the Prussian statesman who united Germany. Name this state.
South Dakota?
No, North Dakota. North Dakota. Had 2 to pick from. You guessed the wrong one, Joe.
I know.
Let's move the categories around. All right, that kind of evens you out. Still 1 X on the board. Rich, you can even it up now as you look for your first O.
I'd like to try that category about words again in the center box.
All right, in the center, about words. Again, worth $300 to the pot. There are many words in the English language which have multiple meanings, Rich. I'll describe 2 of these words and you name them. 1, this word describes making a purchase on credit and a type of cavalry attack. 2, this word describes a false step and a woman's undergarment. Think about those. Rich looks like he's not sure. Many words in the English language which have multiple meanings. Now again, I'll describe 2 of the words and you name them. 1, this word describes making a purchase on credit and a type of cavalry attack. What is it?
An installment?
No, charge. Oh, charge.
Sure.
A purchase on credit, a type of cavalry attack,
Right.
charge.
Sure.
And the other word describes a false step and a woman's undergarment. Now, you've already missed it, but you know what that is? Joe, do you know what that is?
No, thank God. That wasn't my question.
I'm wearing one, a slip. Oh, no. Anyway, it was a SLIP. All right, let's move the categories around.
We're gonna have
We
to-
seem to be going backwards here. Joe, back to you. Still $200 in the pot. Go.
Men of ideas in the lower left. I'm going to get it this time.
All right, men of ideas, lower left. Here's your question, Joe. In 1829, this blind Frenchman invented a system of readings and printing for the blind, which today bears his name. Name him.
Braille.
Yes, Louis Braille. Well, we got another X on the board. Let's move the categories around. Another $200 in the pot. Takes it to $400. Rich, your turn.
I have to go to the center box to block in Famous Blondes.
Listen, that sounds like it might be a good category for you.
I hope
Determining
so.
what you do up there in San Francisco sounds a very interesting life. Now, if you answer this, you will have a block of Joe. The role of Lorelei in Gentlemen Prefer Blondes helped to launch the careers of 2 famous stars. I'll describe the actresses and you name them. 1, this comedian played the role on Broadway and later starred in the play Hello, Dolly. 2, this sex symbol played Lorelei in the film version before starring in the movies Some Like It Hot and The 7-Year Itch. Here's some time to think about that. The role of Lorelei in Gentlemen Prefer Blondes helped to launch the careers of 2 famous stars. Now, you're going for a block of Joe with this 2-part answer. This comedian played the role on Broadway and later starred in the play Hello, Dolly.
I'll have to try Carol Channing.
You're right. This sex symbol played Lorelei in the film version before starring in the movies Some Like It Hot and The 7-Year Itch. Tell me who that was and you'll have a block.
Marilyn Monroe.
Right. Good for a block. Took a while, but you got your first go up there. We're going to put an O there, $300 to the pot. We'll continue the game of Tic-Tac-Toe right after we take this break.
Here are some of the prizes won by viewers like
877, the letter Y, not now.
1, 2, 3, lump sum.
Joe, as a champion, you defeated 1 opponent, defeat 4 more for a total of 5, and you're going to win this.
It's a brand new car! The all-new Buick Skylark. Designed for comfort and convenience with front-wheel drive, providing impressive control and traction. Furnished by Buick. In addition, to protect your new car, it's Polyglycoat Sound Shield for the noisy underside of your car. Not an undercoating. Polyglycoat is a sound shield. Available at new car dealers only. Okay, Wink.
All right, anybody can still win this game. 2 X's, 1 O on the board, $700 in the pot. Let's shuffle the categories. And Joe Gaddis, it's your turn to select again.
I'm going to try the secret category down in the bottom right.
Going to go for the secret category, all right? Now, this secret category is periodicals. Answer this question correctly, and the pot will double to $1,400. Joe, here's the question. In the 1950s, this National Humor magazine introduced cover boy Alfred E. Newman and his famous slogan, "What, me worry?" Name the magazine.
I'm not sure, but I'm going to try National Lampoon.
No, it's Mad. Mad magazine. So, pot remains $700. Let's move the categories around and get back to Rich Cunningham. Rich, you can make it 2 X's with the correct answer. What's it going to be?
I think that I'm going to try the secret category this time.
Okay, again in the secret category, if you answer this question correctly, the pot will go to $1,400. The secret category is famous sidekicks. Famous sidekicks. For over 20 years on television, this Western Marshal of Dodge City was aided by his trusty sidekicks, Chester and Festus. Name him.
Would you repeat the question? I didn't
Yeah, for
understand
over 20 years on television, this Western Marshal of Dodge City was aided by his trusty sidekicks, Chester and Festus. Name him.
Dylan.
Right, Matt Dillon, the series with Gunsmoke. So we put an X there, and the pot now goes to $1,400. An O goes in that spot. We're going to move the categories around. 4 boxes left on the board. And, Joe, you have those to select from.
Oh, my God. Aviation for the block?
All right, answer this on aviation. You'll block Rich. The aircraft with the world's largest wingspan was nicknamed the Spruce Goose and was partially designed by one of America's most controversial and eccentric millionaires. To block Rich, name him.
Howard Hughes.
Correct. Good for a block. Put an X in aviation. 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes left on the board. Let's shuffle. Rich, you select from these subjects with a pot of $1,600.
Well, now it's time for me to block. I'll take aviation myself.
All right, again for a block on aviation. Answer this, Rich. This European country produced the world's first commercial jet airliner called the de Havilland Comet. For a block, name the country.
England?
Yes, Great Britain or England. Joe, we put an O there and another $200 in the pot. All right, Joe, there are going to be 3 boxes left on the board. The categories that'll show up could decide who wins and who loses. Let's shuffle, please, and take a look at those 3 boxes.
Men of Ideas in the upper right for the block.
Men of Ideas,
Left.
again, going for a block. Answer this, you'll block Rich. A large weapons company bears the name of the 2 young inventors who developed a famous repeating rifle. One of these inventors was named Daniel Wesson. For a block, name his partner.
Winchester?
No, it's Horace Smith. Horace Smith. Again, $1,800 in the pot. 3 boxes left, Rich. Let's shuffle again and see what happens as you select from aviation, state capitals, or a secret category.
It looks like aviation for the win up in the upper left.
If you answer this question on aviation, you will win $2,000 in cash, Rich, and you'll become our new champion. Here's the question. In the days of propeller-driven planes, many transatlantic flights stopped to refuel at Goose Bay and Gander airports in this Canadian province. For Tic-Tac-Dough and $2,000, name it.
Newfoundland?
Yes, you are a winner. So it's a diagonal Tic-Tac-Dough for Rich Cunningham, our new champion. Rich, you pick up $2,000 and the right to try to slay our dragon in our bonus game shortly. Congratulations to you, Rich.
Thank you.
Took a few minutes, but our San Franciscan got there. And Joe Gaddis, you have been just a delightful lady.
Thank
I love
you.
your energy. I love your vitality and your charm. You're just super. And you're going to leave us with $4,800 in cash and prizes.
Thanks.
God bless and take care of
It's been
yourself.
great. It's been great.
Thank you. We enjoyed having you with us, too. All right, Rich, come on over. Right there. Congratulations to you. Very, very well done. Now, behind these numbers, Rich, are various amounts of money, and you know there's a dragon up here somewhere. And there he is right in the center right now, but he'll move around. All you have to do is reach $1,000 or more, and you win a very nice prize package, which you're aware of. Now, you know what it's going to be, but I want to tell you, we're going to give you some gifts designed with the most modern of technology. And here's Jay Stewart to tell you about what those gifts are going to be. Listen.
First, Rich, your car will be protected the modern way with this car security system. The Clifford electronic car lock system for totally integrated security. A tiny computer controls the air horn alarm, the vibrator and hood lock from Clifford. And your garage will be modernized with this automatic door opener. It'll open your garage door and turn on the lights from the comfort and convenience of your car. An automatic garage door opener dependably designed and built from Chamberlain, world's largest manufacturer of garage door openers. And next, modern technology will help you keep in touch with the scanner radio. From Regency Electronics comes the Regency Touch K500 scanner radio. Hear all public service action on 585 channels, furnished by Regency. And finally, Rich, one of the most modern forms of technology is found in your next gift worth almost $1,200. It's your own home computer. The Apple II. You just connect it to your TV set, and you're ready to program for recording personal and family records, computer games, artworks, or music. And it even helps the kids with their math. It's the same computer that runs our Tic-Tac-Toe board. The Apple II home computer. And Rich, this modern technology package is worth, in cash and prizes, over $3,700.
Are you ready, sir?
I am ready.
All right, let's dig right in here. Remember, avoid the dragon, or you lose everything. Get the tick and the tack, and you automatically get the dough. Let's cover them up now, move everything all around on the board. You don't have anybody in the audience, so we'll just ask the audience to help you. The entire audience will call out numbers for you. So what's it going to be? You begin, and then we'll ask them for a little help. Number 2.
Well, we have a number 2. Let's go with number 2.
All right, number 2, Little Deuce, top center. Number 2, what do you have for Rich, huh? Number 2 shows tick. Add that to tack, you got to win. Now, we're going to go back to the audience. What do you think, everybody? What should he take? things showing up?
Well, there's a little girl in the back who's got her hands up for 6, so I think I'm going to go with that.
Cute little girl back there. Number 6. What do we have behind number 6? Could it be tack for a quick win for Rich? Is it a 6? Oh, is it a dragon? She's still awfully cute, isn't she?
She is.
She just
tried
had the wrong number of fingers up. Let's look at the rest of the board. We don't want to linger on this. Where was tack? Doggone it. If number 9, that would have given you an automatic win. However, you defeated the young lady a few minutes ago, and you became our champion with $2,000 on your side of the ledger. We're not going to take that away from you. We're going to pause for a commercial break. Then we're going to meet a new player and get a new game underway, so don't go away. You either. We'll be right back.
There is no cure for diabetes, but there is.
And cuts as there are letters of the alphabet.
For anybody in the audience who's over 30, at least over 30 years of age, you'll appreciate this. I asked Rich during the commercial break, I said, Rich, how old are you? You look so young. He says, well, I probably look like I'm 22. I said, yeah, or younger. He said, really, I'm an old 27. Boy, it's just terrible. Isn't that terrible? I mean, really. Rich, we'll go into mourning for you later, okay?
All right, Wink, thanks.
Here's our next player. Jay, who do we have?
We have an administrative assistant who has also been a radio dispatcher and a flight attendant. Meet Susan Lewis.
Hello, Susan.
Hi.
That's such an imposing title. I like that. An administrative assistant. That could be a plethora of things. What does that mean? What do you do?
I help my boss keep his act together.
I think I need one of those. Maybe 2. You have any boyfriends? How about it, Susan?
Well, I'm looking right now.
For what?
Someone who's intelligent.
My IQ is fairly high. What else?
Someone who's attractive.
Back here! Yeah. Somebody in the audience just blew it for him. Back here, I'm back here. No, I'm looking good, you know, not too bad. What else?
Someone who's single.
Let's play tic-tac-toe. Here are the subjects for this particular game. Rich and Susan, you might want to look at these. Games, television cops, the 60s, spelling, mythology, our capital, maps of nations, foreign stars, and physics. There they are. Rich, go.
I think I'd like to start with physics in the lower right-hand corner.
All righty, that's your category, and here's your question. A list of the world's most renowned physicists would include the names of Robert Oppenheimer, James Van Allen, and Robert Goddard. Name their native country.
Holland.
Would you believe the United States? James Van Allen, Robert Goddard, and Robert Oppenheimer. Let's move the categories around and get back to Susan. Susan, this will be your first shot at our board. What subject would you like?
Foreign stars.
Foreign stars, all righty. Question. Susan, this debonair British actor has had a long career in films, including Around the World in 80 Days. In 1958, he won a Best Oscar... Let me do that again. In 1958, he won a Best Actor Oscar for Separate Tables. Name him.
David Niven.
Right. Even with my bad question, you got that right. We put an O there and shuffle the categories around. Okay, we have $200 in the pot. Let's see if Rich can make it bigger.
Well, let's go to the center box for spelling.
Spelling it shall be. It's a little harder, as you know. We're $300 to the pot. It is in the best interest of a florist to make sure his flowers flourish. One, Rich, I want you to spell florist, and then I want you to spell flourish. Think about that for a few seconds. He's shaking his head. I don't know what that means. Spell florist.
F-L-O-R-I-S-T.
That's right. Now spell flourish.
F-L-O-U-R-I-S-H.
You got it. Got that center box. Florist and flourish. So things are flourishing for you at the moment. Put an X there and let's move the categories around. $500 now in the pot. Susan, see if you can add to that.
Let's take maps of nations.
Okay, maps of nations in that category. This question. First, take a look at this map of the Middle East, Susan. This country gained its independence from Great Britain in 1948. Name it. Yes? Israel. Israel. Let's move the categories around. Still $500 in the pot as we move back to Rich Cunningham. After that shuffle, there they are. Rich?
I think we should go with our capital.
Our capital it shall be. Here's your question. This Washington building, whose white marble exterior resembles a Greek temple, is inscribed with the words equal justice under law? Name it.
The Supreme Court building?
Right. That's good. 4 and X. Another 200 in the pot. Let's move them around again. Susan trying to even things up now with a second big O. Susan?
For the block, TV Cops.
TV Cops for a block. This popular police drama stars actor Eric Estrada as a free-spirited highway patrolman named Frank Poncherello. For a block, name it.
My daughter's favorite program, Chips.
Right, Chips. So we put an O there for a block. We have $900 in the pot. We'll be right back right after these words.
Name something.
I won't give up. Crohn's disease will not control me.
What's your daughter's name?
Diane.
Diane. Maybe we can meet her in the next show. You answered that question on Chips a while ago. You said her favorite show, and I got so depressed I was hoping it would be Tic Tac Dough. But if it had been, perhaps you wouldn't have answered Chips, right?
Well, Chips is on the weekend.
Oh, okay. That makes a difference. Susan, welcome back on the next show. Good luck to you. Rich, congratulations
Thanks.
to you with $2,000 so far as our champion. I'm Wink Martindale. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.